Everybody, we are here with Coach, and we will start with James Ham.
Hey, Luke, this is like a continuing question that we just keep asking. But recent reports said that Bjelica does not have a personal issue, and that you guys are holding him out because he's an older vet and you're going with younger guys. Is that accurate? Where are you at with all that? And I'll just let you put your own stamp on it on the record again.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's like I said before, it was personal. I'm not going to get into any of somebody else's personal business. I've continued to say that I love coaching Belly. He's a very good player, and I look forward to having him back on the court again.
Outside of that, you guys got to win, and how did that change sort of the temperature in the room when you guys showed up today? Was it a lighter practice?
No. I mean, we planned on getting after it a little bit today, and we did the teaching early on, and then it was defensive stops games and scrimmages. It was a little sloppier than I would have liked, but that's unfortunately kind of happens after you give a full day off. But it was nice to be able to get back in the gym and get some work in, continue to touch up some of that stuff that's been causing us problems so far. So yeah, we'll definitely take the day.
Marshall Harris.
Hey, Luke, very unique situation for you guys with the postponements kind of giving you a bit of a break from games itself. How much is this an opportunity in your eyes, given the way the schedule has been and the way the schedule will be, as going forward, to work on some of the things that you just don't have time to work on? And what's been your attitude towards that?
Yeah. It's it's like I said, you feel for Memphis, right? You don't know what they're really going through, and you hope everyone's getting healthy. And then for us personally, it's to be able to have a day off followed by a practice day. We're gonna fly out to Orlando early, get adjusted to the time. That doesn't happen often. So we're doing everything we can to take advantage of this little break and kind of use it as a nice place to kind of reset, kind of go look at those first 15 games and now, all right, let's we got ourselves a win. Now let's kind of reset and come out and look to play some better basketball. And from a film standpoint, to getting on the court and getting some work in, these days are very helpful for that.
And to not have a 6-game road trip, but instead a 4-game road trip. And as you said, to be able to kind of look back at the chunk of games that you've already played. Are you where you thought you would be at this time in terms of maybe not wins and losses, but development? And how much more do you need to expedite that process?
Yeah, we got a long way to go. I am very pleased with the progress that some of the guys have made. I think Marvin's made huge strides. I think Tyrese continues to not only impress, but he continues to grow and learn from the experience. I think De'Aaron's coming a long way, and you can go down the line. So there's some things that I'm very pleased to see, and then there's other parts as a team and as a group. Some of our games we clearly didn't play the way we needed to, and then there's other there's some big wins, the Denver wins, the Phoenix wins, and some hard fought wins in that Chicago game and the New York game against just those wire to wire type of battles. So it's been a wild start to the season for us. And we're at a place that as long as we're continue to see improvement and the team is going to continue to get better, that's what we're trying to accomplish right now.
Sean Cunningham.
Hey, what's up, Luke?
John.
When you think about the last game before the Knicks, you were talking about how changes you might be mulling over. I'm just wondering how much one game against the Knicks, where things look so much better in a lot of different areas, how much does that disrupt maybe some of the thinking of those changes that you might have been mulling over before?
Well, it might we still look at everything, whether I'm talking with my staff or I'm talking with Monty in the front office, brainstorming different ideas. We're always, coming up with different plans. And then, it's up to me to make the call on what I think is best for our group at the time. So, coming off a good game, a pretty solid performance against the Knicks, you're not going to see any changes coming out of that as far as the starting lineup. But even rotations and groupings, we're still looking into those type of things too. And there might continue to be some changes with that.
Okay, Jason Jones.
Okay. Hey, good afternoon, Luke.
Jason, good afternoon.
You're talking about, say the Kings are a young team, but it feels like you have a couple of, like Marvin seems like he's a younger guy. Obviously, Tyrese is a rookie. But you've got some guys on the other spectrum too. Harrison's been around for a while. Glenn, some other guys. So when you're coaching them, how do you balance, the kind of the mistakes of youth with some of the younger guys versus some of your veterans, and what you can and can't live with from those guys?
Well, I think that's where it's nice to have solid vets, right? Because they have to be they have to be patient and understanding and help bring young players along with them. And that's not always easy, but there's it's also part of the responsibility. That when you're a young player in this league, you're supposed to have vets that show you the ropes and teach you how this league works. And then as you become a vet, you're supposed to do that again for your young players. And we have some good vets that I think do a nice job of that. But there's mistakes we make that are pretty frustrating out there. And I know they are for us as a team, for the coaching staff. But we're, like I've said, we're all in this together. So until we get past these mistakes as a group, then we're going to have to keep going back to the same stuff again. And, whether you're a vet or a young player, you just have to understand that. And that's why we have to get through it together.
And Marvin being able to play in the fourth quarter more now, he got a lot of minutes against the Knicks, and it seems like he's growing to where you can trust him more. Just what has he been able to do just by getting some more experience to where you can leave him out there for longer stretches in those key situations?
Well, I think he's doing. He's earning those opportunities. I'm pretty sure he's leading our team in charges right now. He took 2 more in the New York game. The rebounding. Rebounding that was hurting us in the first half. He does a nice job of getting in there. He's doing a better job. We still need him to keep the spacing more consistently, but he is doing a better job of keeping that spacing and then attacking or shooting the open threes when they come. So, those fourth quarter minutes are the opportunity to play, and those are minutes that are earned. And he's gaining that trust by doing some of the little things better.
Just a couple more, Christos.
Hello, Coach. I would like to ask you an off-topic question. It's about Kobe. You are knowing pretty well him through your collaboration at Los Angeles. And in 2 days from now, the 26th of January, 1 year since he sat in death with his daughter, Gigi. What was the most powerful moment that you remember from your collaboration? And from your point of view, what is the aspect that made him so special on and off the court as a guy?
I think how much he loved whatever he was doing. Like I said, I honestly played with him 8.5 years, and he loved every second of it. Competing and practicing, but then to see how much he loved post-career too, see how much he loved being a dad, and see how much he loved coaching his daughter's team, I thought was just it was probably the most powerful part of him, is how much he gave to whatever he was doing.
Thank you.
Okay, that is all, Coach. Good to go.
All right. That's it. Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Wait, I had one. Okay. All right, cool. Thanks, Luke. Thanks for coming back.
That's all right.
I had a question about Tyrese. He actually struggled a little bit last game, but overall, he's been such a syntactical player, tying the room together, so to speak.
Yeah.
How far along is he so far in his career? How would you describe his progress since the beginning of the season?
Well, I think that to this level, everyone is constantly looking to get better. Even when you're in your 30s and you're a 10-year vet, you're still finding ways to try to improve and master your craft. I think what Tyrese really does an unbelievable job of is, like you said, kind of like bringing groups together and playing with an energy and passion that is contagious. And he has a knack for making big plays, which I think is really impressive for a young player. He hit a big three in that New York game in front of their bench late. You go back to some of those early wins we had. The Denver game, he hit 2 threes in the fourth quarter. So he has that ability to make a big play down the stretch, and he's the type of guy that players really enjoy playing with. And that's what you love, having that that type of personality on your roster.